I'm Pragya, and I bring to you excerpts from the latest issue of Outlook. One nation, one election, one nation, many people. The issue brings to you diverse debate and points of view on the idea of one nation and one election. Top Heavy Pyramid by Tanveer Ijaz. He's a program director and fellow at the Center for Multi-Level Federalism and teaches public policy at Delhi University. India, after traversing almost 7 decades of electoral democracy, with all her trials and tribulations, the very idea of one nation, one election seems quite outlandish for the simple reason that the architecture of the election process, as envisaged constitutionally and practiced in accordance with the imperatives of federalism, does not allow much space for it. Indian federalism, to begin with, is both structurally and process-wise multi-level. Center, state, and local, and elections happen at all the levels according to their own contingencies and exigencies. Can we conceive of elections notwithstanding the size and scale at all 3 levels at one go? Why is nobody talking about local elections? Panchayats and municipalities are the bedrock of Indian democracy, and any sort of marginalization of local elections, or for that matter, trivialization of state elections by one nation, one election scheme would gradually subvert the constitutionalization of democratic politics in India. The most oft-repeated arguments by the government in support of synchronized elections are largely threefold. One, that the frequent elections throughout the year across different levels of federal polity is not only a case of public inconvenience but also a burden on the functioning of the smooth governance. 2. That it will offload some of the recurring cost of electioneering process while conducting elections with the assumption that the voter would simultaneously, perhaps on the same day, vote for the lower house of the parliament, the state legislative assembly, and the local bodies, both rural and urban. And third, that in the regular elections with an average of 2 to 5 states assemblies going to polls every 6 months, the bureaucracy and other public officials get embroiled for considerable period of time, not in the essential task of public service delivery and development needs of the nation, but in some sort of extracurricular activities. They argue that the perpetual elections with the imposition of model code of conduct in the run-up to the elections create disruptions, distortions, and disharmony in civil society, as elections are seldom fought without bickering and conflicts between political parties. These arguments on the surface may have some merits, but a closer analysis of one nation, one election reflects multiple electoral apprehensions and power aggrandizement of the Bharatiya Janata Party for more and more centralization. For these and more, read the current issue of Outlook.